Howdy all, I'm with Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. So, I still have not managed to find a wrench in all this mess. Unfortunately. But I did manage to get my hands on a Spike Club recipe. Which I think I'm going to make. I also got some work done uh, on my garden. Got it started. As you can see, I've got corn and potatoes planted, and I could really use some corn at the moment because I used up all my corn. I only had 17 seeds when it was all done. And I've got some meat just waiting to be turned into meat stew. So, there is that going. But I thought we'd, let's see, I guess this town is not that big. It looks like there's just one section left here I haven't been to, which is down this way. We're just about ready, I guess, to head off to a new section if I don't find some better stuff here. I need a wrench. There is a bank. There is a bank that I haven't cracked into yet right here. I guess I haven't been in that burger place either. But I haven't been down this way. Okay, I see you, doggy. See you, doggy. Okay, I don't see you now. There you are. You dirty devil. Oh, that didn't kill him. I don't know how he didn't bite me. I don't know how he didn't bite me. That's crazy. There we go. I've been wondering when I was going to get another bone so I could make a new bone shiv here. Since my tool crafting has gone up. I've been wanting to get myself some new tools, maybe. Alright, let's see what we got going in this house here. Take me a minute to chop my... Oh! Oh yeah, I wanted to get some wood here to make a new spike club. Let's do that too while we're at it. So, I had been hugely anticipating the Castlevania series coming out on Netflix. And, it was really good. Except for one major flaw. It's only 4 episodes long for the first season. Seriously, 4 episodes? Come on. It's an animated series. Couldn't I get like 12? Like 4 episodes? 4 half-hour episodes is all you could manage to scrape together? Oh, you know what? I actually want that. My guy keeps overheating. It's driving me crazy. Tired of him being half naked. But yeah, it's based on Castlevania 3, and which came out for the Nintendo a billion years ago. And if you've never seen the Castlevania games, they're I don't know if they've had one too recently. I know they've got one coming out in the near future here, next couple years, but I can't even. You know what? Just because I can't see it doesn't mean I can't shoot you, I guess. I can kind of see it. Oh, it fell down. Oh, it got back up. I can still see it, I think. It's not attacking me. Dang it. Nope. Dude, it's so dark in here I can't see to fight you. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, let's see about getting some light in this place, so I can see what's going on. But if you've never seen the Castlevania games, the original ones were 2D side-scroller, action-adventure kind of things. My favorite one, my personal favorite one, was Castlevania 2. I've played some of the other ones, but Castlevania 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And which was this awesome. Ooh, I'm gonna take that. That's pretty high rating there. Which was this awesome little adventure RPG 2D game. And there were towns, and you'd pick up quests, sort of. Mostly what you do is you would fight things with your whip to earn hearts that you would then spend to upgrade your items. And then there would be like sections of the game you couldn't go through until you went and picked up the correct pieces that allow you to get through, and like you need Dracula's Eye to see hidden doors, and some kind of orb, I think, to make new platforms to get up higher, and I remember Dracula's ribcage you used as a shield. Yeah, it was one of my favorite games. I've played through it probably half a dozen times, and so when they say they're gonna put out this Castlevania, right? I'm really excited for Castlevania, and so it got started. The acting could be a little better, the voice acting, but I was thoroughly impressed with the starter of the show, I guess for me, some of the acting could be a little deeper. It's not that it's bad. It's not like it's stilted or anything like that. It's just that it's very, oh, this is just a big mess. It's very, oh yeah, let's get that new Spike Club down here. I didn't want to repair that. Dang it. I wanted to scrap it. It's very shallow, I guess, in feel for parts of it that I imagine should be a deeper issue going on. And but it starts off with this woman who comes to Dracula because she wants to be a doctor. And it's set in like the 1400s, and so they don't really have doctors so much. And the area it's in is heavily controlled by the Catholic Church, and it's in a country called Wallachia. And so she intrigues Dracula, who is a, vampire. Not just a vampire, but a super powerful vampire at this point, who's been alive for hundreds of years, according to the wrench. Crap, dog. I got the wrench and then a dog killed me. Not only that, he just kept chewing on the furniture. Bad dog. This is why we keep the dog in the kennel when no one's home. Then it jumps forward like 4 years. And now the Catholic Church is... I assume it's Catholic. It might not be Catholic. The Church. Let's just call it the Church. The Church is burning her at the stake for being a witch, because her house is full of devil's engines and thin glass in shapes you've never seen. She has an alchemy set, right? Or not alchemy. She has a alchemist set. Alchemist. That's still alchemy, right? A chemist. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. She has a chemist set, and she is distilling medicines from, the various herbs. Oh, shoot. Bad doggy, bad doggy. Let's hope he chases me. Let's hope he stopped chasing me. So they burn her at the stake, and then while she's at the stake burning, she starts yelling out, don't harm them. They don't understand what they're doing. So they burn her at the stake. Only now, her last name is Seppies. Seppish, I think is the way they pronounce it. Which is Dracula's last name, because she married Dracula. And so they are burning his wife at the stake. And, so Dracula returns about that time and finds their home. Oh, this just let outside. I probably have a bunch of glass jars I can fill with water, though, while I'm out here. To find their home burnt to the ground because he had moved out of the castle, which, this is an anime, so his castle is like this steampunk thing that can move at will to where he wants it, apparently. I haven't actually seen it happen, but, and so he asked this old woman who's bringing flowers to the house what's going on, and she said she couldn't be there to witness the doctor's end because the doctor was so kind to her and her family, and what they were doing was wrong, but she couldn't stop it. And so she had told Dracula that he had his wife told him that he had lost connection with the real world, and so he needed to walk the earth as a man to remember what it was like to be human. And so he has been walking like a man, and so when she tells him that his wife is being burned at the stake, the old woman told him. He tells her to, well, he starts crying blood, and then he turns to her and tells her to go and gather her family and flee Wallachia because he was going to kill everything in the country. And so then he says that while she was alive, she asked him to walk as a man and slow and on, by foot. And he will travel as a man no longer. And he turns into a column of flame and vanishes. And then a giant Dracula face appears in his wife's pyre and demands to know what they've done, and then tells them they have 1 year to take everything they have and leave, because at the end of 1 year he will raise Wallachia to the ground, and nothing they have done will be left. And that is just a minor payment for his eternal life of hatred that they've given him. And so then he returns to his castle and begins the summoning ritual to summon the armies of hell, which will take him 1 year to complete. And then his son shows up and tries to stop him, and he fights his son and wounds his son. And then it goes to the first title screen. And so I was really thinking, the acting could have been a little deeper for Dracula at that moment, and, better connection between him and the other characters. But, I was digging that storyline. That was pretty good storyline for me. And then when they come back, it's a year later, and the abbot of the church is giving a... Oh, is that a straight-up compound bow? Dude, I don't have any arrows on me, but I wanted to try one of those. That's crap. I'll take that, maybe. And, nope, I don't need that, but I do need the mechanical parts out of this. So, he gives his little speech about how the powers of Satan are illusion, and how they were told to flee 1 year ago, and they haven't, because, they have the power of right on their side. And then it starts to rain blood, and then the clouds of the sky that have formed while the guy was talking and are raining blood form into Dracula's face, and he unleashes gargoyles. He's got another name for them. Goblins? I think he calls them goblins. I totally didn't even look to see if that dropped what I was after. But unleashes the goblins on the town, and he tells them to tear it all down and to kill everything. And after they have killed everything in this town, to just continue going from town to town, destroying everything. And then we jump to the Belmont for this. The main characters in the Castlevania games are, for the most part, members of the family Belmont. And so for Castlevania 3, it was Trevor Belmont. And so we start off with that, and that's basically how the show starts. That's awesome. I just got some coffee. I don't think I had any coffee. Alright. Coffee will be useful. I can get that into my garden as soon as I dig up more dirt. It's going to take a lot more dirt than what I've got, so... Ooh, now that I have a wrench, I can totally tear down these cars for lots of supplies. So so yeah, the animation's pretty good. It does have adult language in it, and it's kind of gory, which I'm fine with. But yeah, I enjoyed it. All 4 episodes of it, pretty good. I just wish it'd been longer. But Castlevania 3 had 3 main characters that you could switch between, and there was Trevor Belmont, who's the Belmont for the game. There was Sypha Belades, which is a magician spellcaster, and then with Alucard, which is Dracula's son, which Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. Apparently there's a 4th character, but I don't remember getting to that point. So it was, yeah, it was pretty good. They did wind up with at least the 3. Yeah, all right, we're just gonna throw those out. And so good show though. I really liked it. I was happy with the 4 episodes I got, I guess. Although I would like to have seen about 8 more episodes. It was fun though because I mean, I enjoyed it, but there were also some fun moments, I thought, because one of the things that happens in Castlevania is you pick up his main weapon is a whip, and but you also get extra weapons that you can use. The newer ones, of course, are a little different than the older ones, but the older ones you got your whip and 1 weapon, and you earned hearts, not in Simon's quest, because that one was different from the other parts, or the other ones that came before and after. But in 3 and 1 and whatever else came after that, you collect hearts, and then the hearts are used to power your bonus weapons. And okay, I need to get back to my base and unload some of this mess. And so bonus weapons would be like daggers that you throw out. And so it was fun because on the show there's a moment where he throws out a bunch of daggers just like he does in the game. And then there's a throwing axe that he uses. Oh, wow. And he uses it to cut down a rope. Oh man, I need this. I could probably get by without that. And that. And so he uses it in the show, just like in the game. He pulls out the axe. The axe does this spinning, arcing attack in the game, and so it spins and arcs and cuts the rope, and I thought that was fun. You can throw holy water in the game. There's a spot where they throw holy water. The only thing they didn't have was the cross boomerang. Maybe we'll see that. Seriously? Maybe we'll see that in the future, but no cross boomerang. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. But yeah, good show. And then I spent the rest of my watch time over the weekend basically just watching alien abduction horror movies. I think I watched 3 or 4 of them. I don't know why, I just got on that kick, and sometimes I do. Alright, so we got a pistol, and we got 9mm rounds, 9mm. That's weird that you weren't in the same pile. 10mm rounds. Here's shotgun part. Oh no, shotgun part goes down here. Oh hey, we got a battery. Look at that. I also got a pistol barrel. I got the compound bow I want to try out. I don't have any good arrows left though, do I? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's put you up here until we get some better stuff. Alright, so we got... You shouldn't be in there. Mechanical parts. Lots of mechanical parts now. 16. I need 4 more. I think I need 4 more to make the workbench. I'll have to check that. Man, I don't know what's up with my throat today. Okay. I've been putting the cotton stuff in here just because it's, you know, part of the gardening. It's my gardening box. You could probably hold that as well. You are medicine. I didn't pick up anything medicine-y. You are weapons, so cloth. Oh, you know what? I did pick up something medicine-y. Green alcohol. These can come with me. That's a food thing. You can have that. But I watched, oh, what did I watch? I watched, one that's supposed to, well, one that's a, quote, documentary. Like, it was an actual documentary. It wasn't, I say quote, it wasn't like one of those movies where they pretend to be documenting, but really what they're, it's a, you know, movie. This is just a guy who, pretty sure has fake pictures of aliens talking about all the times he's been abducted. I say pretty sure because they look pretty fake to me. I don't think I've ever seen a photo of an alien that I thought looked real. I did see a photo one time of a weird creature that was attached to a story about hikers being killed in a cave that looked real. And I've never found a whatever that actually attached to. It was a very creepy looking creature. It looked very real. It was some, if it was real, that's super creepy. If it was fake, that was some really good special effects, or whatever you call it when you make a creature. Anyways, so watch that one, and because I love that UFO stuff. And then I watched one. I don't remember what it was called though. Yep, I don't think I'm gonna remember the names of things. I watched one that was Pod, I think was the name of one of them. I watched one before that though, and I can't remember the name of it. Pod was alright. It was a indie film where they went to they got a call from their estranged brother, this brother and sister, and they went to see what's wrong because he was screaming and yelling for them not to come find him, and that if they hear any bad things that he's done, don't believe them. And apparently he was in the military and he went crazy while in the military and nearly killed somebody. And so his brother's a psychiatrist, so he thought that he might be having another episode. And so they go out to see what's going on with him. The sister hasn't actually seen him since he went in the military. And so when they get there, his entire house is covered in tinfoil on the inside, and he says he found a pod, which is his name for a government artificial creature that they were testing against the soldiers in Iraq or Afghanistan. I don't remember which. Dude, now you got me all diseased, you nasty thing. I don't think I hit it. You stupid buzzard. I hate these things. As soon as I get my garden done, the next thing I gotta do is build a house so that those things can't just come flying in and attack me while I'm working on stuff up here. It's happening too often. And then I watched one. Oh, he had the thing in the basement, and they didn't believe him, and so they eventually it turns out he claims to have the thing in the basement, tells him not to go in the basement. It's real. Let's just go with that. So then, I watched another one. What was that one called? Ejecta. I think that was also an indie one. I don't think that was as good as Pod. It wasn't bad. It was government grabbed a guy who was involved in an alien abduction, and we're trying to get the information out of him about what had happened. And we're trying to find the alien and the pieces of its spaceship. It was called Ejecta because coronal ejection, which is where the sun shoots out waves of stuff, hit the alien ship and caused it to crash. And so watched that one, and then I watched Alien Abduction was the name of one of the movies, which was not. It was pretty good too. They're not amazing. I mean, I don't go into a horror movie expecting it to be amazing. Most horror movies are terrible. But it was pretty good. The family went camping and saw some lights in the sky, and then when they were trying to leave the next day, I don't know if the GPS glitched and led them the wrong way, but they wound up on a road that went nowhere, and were running out of gas, and then they came to a tunnel in the mountain where there were dozens of stalled cars, and nobody was there. And so when they went into the alright, there's my 4 mechanical parts. So when they went into the I don't think I can make a workbench though. No, I gotta know how to do that. Yep, 20. I got a wrench. I do not have a claw hammer. Can I make a claw hammer? I can. I just need more forged iron. Okay. Can I learn to make a workbench? What would that be under? It says it's a knowledge thing. That doesn't seem like the right one. Well, there's chemistry station, so it's got to be right here, workbench. What do I need? 15 in construction tools. So yeah, I can totally learn this. Okay. So, next thing I'm going to have is much more forged iron than what I currently have. So, that's going to take a bit. Well, I got 26 here cooking, so it won't take too long, but it's definitely not something I'm going to be able to get to in this episode, so I will be adding a workbench. I did knock out the I-beams that were stopping me from being able to place things against the wall here, so I will be able to put my workbench right against the wall like I like it. But yeah, so the alien abduction story real quick, they went in the tunnel, and of course the alien was in there and attacked them, and then picked them off one by one as the story progressed. It was pretty good. All right, with that, click like, subscribe, and share, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.